Hello dear traders, I'm Maria Stradop and this is the review of crypto analytics from fx.co. It's the 4th of July today, Tuesday, and in our today's review, co-founder of Ethereum announced that he does not stack all of his Ethereum, but only a small part, and he explained why. Meanwhile, July is historically a bullish month for Bitcoin and should we expect new price highs. And we will start with an article by Sebastian Seliga and some news first. The news about Ethereum and its co-founder Vitalik Buterin, who announced that he does not stack all of his Ethereum but only a small part, and this is due to the need to use multi-sig wallets, which are complicated to configure, and this response caused consternation and surprise. Ethereum went a proof of stake in 2022, so it would seem that the creator of Ethereum will use this form of storing his cryptocurrencies. And it should be said that staking is the process of freezing funds in wallets or exchange to support the operation of the blockchain. This is blocking access to the coins in exchange for a reward from the network. And during an episode of a podcast, Buterin explained the reason why he only stacks a small portion of his Ethereum. He said that if you stack Ethereum, the keys to access it must be public within the online system for security reasons. They must be configured as multi-sig. Multi-sig for stacking is still quite difficult to configure. It introduces a lot of complications. So it caused a surprise in public, and Charles Hawkinson, co-founder of Ethereum and founder of Cardano, spoke on his Twitter stating that he was shocked to hear that Buterin only stacks a small fraction, and Hawkinson added that his absolutely all Cardano tokens are stacked. And here in this article, let's say a couple of words about Ethereum. Let's have a look at the chart. So, as of yesterday, the bulls are clearly in control of the Ethereum market and they resumed the uptrend. Again, during the weekend, the last high was made at the level of 1,974, but the next target for bulls is seen at the level of 2,220. The momentum turned into positive on the RSI indicator, so the short-term outlook for Ethereum is bullish. However, the market conditions on the lower time frames are now extremely overbought, and the short-term technical support is seen at the level of 1,816 and 1,777. Okay, let's have a look at the chart of Ethereum for the moment. So Ethereum opened today the 4th of July on point 1954, and now it is trading at the point 1955. So yes, it's moving upwards. It's a little lower than the recent high, 1974. So, however, it's quite above the technical support, and it's probably moving to the next target, 2020. And now let's get to Bitcoin and another article by Artem Petrenko. So, the upward momentum of Bitcoin allowed the asset to enter a new range of active trading between 29,800 and 31,500. Subsequently, buyer volumes in the Bitcoin market declined, and the asset ended week with minimal price fluctuations. It ended June on a bullish note above $28,000, which is a positive signal for investors to continue buying. And it should be said that historically, July has often been a bullish month for Bitcoin. However, each trading month and each year is unique, so relying solely on historical context is not advisable. So let's observe the fundamental background first. Several important events are coming in the next 2 weeks. The inflation report will be released next Wednesday, and this week the markets anticipate a shake-up due to the publication of key labor market data. Additionally, a detailed transcript of the Fed meeting will be released this week, which is expected to reveal insights into the central bank's future actions, and most investors expect to see the positions of all the Federal Reserve members regarding the resumption of rate hikes in July. And now over 75% of investors expect an increase in the decade in July. And all of these data can affect Bitcoin quotes positively or negatively. And according to K33 research, Bitcoin quotes show growth primarily during the American trading session due to the activation of institutional investors. Therefore, as long as there are no significant movements in stablecoins volumes in the crypto market, American financial markets should always remain in investors' focus. So is Bitcoin preparing for growth? It significantly increased its bullish potential in June due to the growth in the unique number of addresses and trading volumes. And the combination of these factors led to Bitcoin network users conducting 11.82 million transactions in June, and this indicates an activation of investors and growing interest in Bitcoin. And once again, note that if we look at the statistics from 2009, July is the most bullish month for Bitcoin. However, Kaiko reports a significant decrease in correlation between the US stock market and Bitcoin, which could also have a negative impact on buying volumes. Despite all this, overall, Bitcoin has successfully weathered local profit taking, holding the 30,000 level and remaining within a bullish trend. Given this, in the near future, we can expect further attempts by the asset to establish above $31,000. So what's happening technically? Let's have a look at the chart. After a volatile Friday, when Bitcoin tested the upper and lower boundaries of the current price range between 29,800, 31,200, the market entered a period of calm. Trading volumes dropped to a minimum, and as of yesterday, it only recovered to $10 billion. And the key targets for bulls remain at the levels of 31,000 to 31,300, where a large order block is concentrated. At the same time, if we look at the indicators on the one-day time frame, they remain in overbought territory, and this suggests the possibility of local decline to 29,800 level, which is possible in the event of disappointing labor market statistics. However, overall, the asset has taken a pause for consolidation, and the key support resistance levels, as well as the targets for bulls and bears, remain the same. So making a conclusion, Artem says that Bitcoin is in upward movement as long as it holds the range between 29,800 and 30,000. The probability of continued growth is high. The main targets are the levels of 30,800, 31,000 and 31,300, and the key target for bulls is the level of 31,500. Bears are attempting to form a series of lower highs to trying to break and establish themselves below $30,000. However, we haven't seen significant activation of sellers, and so the prospects for them are not favorable. Okay, let's look at the chart of Bitcoin for the moment. And Bitcoin opened today, the 4th of July, at 31,170, and now it is trading at the 31,026. So it's really in a bullish movement. Moreover, it managed to overcome the main targets, the two targets already, 30,800 and 31,000. So the next target for it is 31,300, and then the key target 31,500. It is really, really close to it already. Well, this is all for today. We will see each other in our next review tomorrow. I wish you a nice day and profitable trading, and see you next time.